I just finished stream and got home. It's past midnight again, which is becoming a bit of an issue for me, but today was less of my choice. I look fat in the face, bro. We'll get to that in a second, I guess. It's the 23rd of July, 2026. Day 3, journaling. I just finished stream where I look away from the camera a lot when I do this, by the way, and it's because I want to make sure that I'm talking just for myself and to myself. When I look at myself and look at the camera, I feel like it's someone watching. But I just finished stream dyeing Zildjian's hair, doing streaks for him, and the process of that took a fair while. So that's why I'm home late again. I do need to sort out my sleep schedule because I don't like sleeping in. I hate sleeping in. I feel shit about it. Even though I'm still getting the same amount of sleep and I'm awake for the same amount of time in the day, I still feel shit about it for some reason, which I shouldn't, because I did watch a podcast one time about sleep and how we all have different sleeping types, essentially. There's a certain few, and it's based on how genetically we actually release melatonin at night at different times to different people, and then obviously also cortisol and serotonin and things in the morning. When we release serotonin and cortisol in the morning is different to other people as well. So when people say that you're a night owl or a early morning person, like, that actually can be real, apparently. And like, the more I think about it and analyze my sleep and when I'm awake and when I'm the most energetic and most creative and all these different things, sleep, like staying up a bit later, I feel more energetic like later at night. Like, but even between that 7 to 10, like, I don't ever feel tired really, unless obviously I'm super tired, run down and behind on sleep. That's when I do feel like that. But otherwise, like in that time period, I'm feeling good, which is later than it should be for anyone. But that's a little bit of an issue for me because, look, I could and I do go through times when I'm staying up late and then I'm sleeping in, and like my workflow is great and my creativity is great, and for streaming that stuff's great. But then I feel for some reason I just hate it in the morning, so I feel like shit, I feel lazy, as I said, even though nothing's actually differentiated. It's just the feeling of the morning feels great for me. The discipline of waking up early and putting myself in bed at a certain time and actually falling asleep feels so rewarding. And because I remember the feeling of that reward when I don't do that, I feel like shit. So it would be great to kind of get away from that and allow myself to comfortably like stay up later and work later, and then therefore sleep in a little bit more. But I don't really let myself do that. And for now, I'm going to stick to trying to wake up early because it feels good. I love a coffee in the morning, bro. That's something that actually is funny to me too, because I used to hate on coffee drinkers and I just used to not drink it because I'm very logical and I'm very I'm good at analyzing things in life. And one of those things for me back in the day was like, what do I get out of drinking coffee? And if I'm just drinking coffee for taste, like, that's pointless to me. If I'm drinking it for caffeine, fair enough. You're getting energy and you're stopping yourself from being tired. That's great. Caffeine has awesome benefits. But for me back then as well, I was like, okay, if I'm having caffeine, it's going to be before the gym because I train in the morning, because I like to do things in the morning. I like to wake up and get those things done first thing in the morning. So I'm drinking caffeine. If I am having caffeine, it's before the gym. If I'm going to have a coffee before the gym, it's a little less effective than having pre-workout before the gym. So I would opt for pre-workout or a stimulant or a stimulant-based powder, whatever it is, that might include other things that are therefore far more beneficial to me. So yeah, I used to think people that like coffee we're just addicted to caffeine. Matter of fact, I do still think that. Like, I'm addicted to caffeine. I'm not addicted, but that's a story for another day. But I love caffeine. And now, because I love caffeine and I've gotten it a lot of times through coffee, I love coffee. What can you say? I never say I didn't understand why people loved coffee. But now I can just kind of laugh about it not being useful. Laugh about it being useful. Bro, LARP, what a word. 2026, I have not heard that word before. 2026, maybe, not even end of 2025. I don't think that word just came out of nowhere and now it is being used everywhere. LARP. If you don't know what LARP is, essentially to me, it just means being fraudulent to make others perceive you differently, you know? Like acting cooler or showing off something or lying about something to therefore be looked at better. There's a better word for that, but I'm not sure what it is. Yeah. There's not too much else to today. I think I want to wrap up the video. I got my last meal of the day, yoga bowl right here, which is kind of banging. Yoga bowl, 200 grams of yogurt, Greek yogurt, 40 grams of oats, 150 grams of blueberries, which I'm starting to think I might pull back on that a bit. 20 grams of peanut butter, 20 grams of dark chocolate, 20 grams of honey, and 3 dates. Banging. Bit of salt on that thing, bro. See, this is the good thing about the video diary, video journal. I can show you shit like this. But yeah, I'm going to wrap that up today. I do have other thoughts. But one of those thoughts is that I want to just eat this, relax, get to sleep. I got an inspection tomorrow. Got things to do. Bye-bye.